35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And good evening from Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill, Iowa. We have a Friday night CIML showdown in boys soccer as the 8th-ranked Dowling Catholic Maroons square off against the Southeast Polk Rams. And hello, everyone. It's great to have you with us here on this Friday night from Pleasant Hill on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Hunter Phillips. Well, we are already past the halfway point on the regular season, and to no surprise, we have seen some highly competitive matches, especially in Central Iowa in Class 3A. We'll begin with the 8th-ranked Dowling Catholic Maroons, who enter tonight's match with a 9-2 record, but are coming off a frustrating outing earlier in the week. The Maroons fell to their crosstown rival number 5 Valley 4-1 on Tuesday night. It was really an uncharacteristic performance from Jackson Teeling's squad as they surrendered a season high in goals, allowed 11 corner kicks, and struggled to gain momentum into their scoring third. The loss snapped a 6-game win streak that Dowling had held since April 13th. During that 6-game win streak, the Maroons outscored their opponents by a 17-3 margin and still remain a balanced team with 5 players scoring 3 or more goals here this season. Meanwhile, the Southeast Polk Rams enter their 4th home match of the season with an even 4-4 record. The Rams are sure to be glad to be back here in Pleasant Hill following a tough 2-game road stretch that saw them fall to Ankeny last Friday and at number 10 Johnston on Tuesday night. While winning on the road has been difficult for Southeast Polk, winning here at home has been a different story. 3 of the Rams' 4 wins this season have come right here at Southeast Polk Stadium. The recipe for those wins here in 2021 can be credited to the play of their mid-to-back lines, giving up just 1 combined goal in their 4 victories. But goal scoring has been a challenge for this Rams team, however, totaling just 9 on the season and own a -4 goal differential through their first 8 matches. Again, we have a Friday night CIML showdown under the lights in Pleasant Hill. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for first kick between Dowling Catholic and Southeast Polk here at Southeast Polk Stadium. You're watching Iowa High School Boys Soccer on CISN.TV.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Back here at Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill for a CIML Friday night showdown between 8th-ranked Dowling Catholic and Southeast Polk. We're just about 2.5 minutes away from the starting lineups being announced here in Pleasant Hill tonight. As we continue to count down to tonight's matchup, let's take a look at the players to watch here tonight, and we'll begin with the visitors, Dowling Catholic, and their top goal scorer, junior Joseph Reed. He has had a great junior season for the Maroons. As you see, 10 goals, by far and away the leading goal scorer for this Maroons team. Shots on goal, 15 on the season, also a team high, and has totaled 22 points for the Maroons. Keep an eye on number 12 here this evening. Meanwhile, for Southeast Polk, they have 3 players that have totaled multiple goals this season, but their leading goal scorer is young sophomore Josh Wilson. One to keep an eye on as well. 3 goals this season for the sophomore, 7 shots on goal, and 6 points on the season for number 11. So those are our players to watch for tonight's match. Again, it is a very beautiful Friday night for this match here in Pleasant Hill. 72 degrees right now, partly cloudy skies. The lights starting to illuminate here at Southeast Polk Stadium. Again, turf field that both of these teams will be playing on here tonight. Wind coming in at 7 miles an hour out of the east, so the wind will not be much of a factor here tonight. But again, we've been blessed with some pretty good weather here throughout the week, and looks like we're going to have a picture-perfect night for some soccer here under the lights in Pleasant Hill. So again, number 8, Dowling Catholic and Southeast Polk. Captains meeting at center field right now with the officials, getting the final rules, getting everything situated before we are set for first kick here in Pleasant Hill. So for the Maroons, 9-2 on the season, had a tough loss to their crosstown rival West Des Moines Valley on Tuesday night, what ended up being a sweep for the Valley Tigers soccer programs. Their girls program also winning, Valleys did. So for Dowling, just trying to get that bounce-back performance here tonight, a team that comes in with a 9-2 record. Meanwhile, for Southeast Polk, 4-4, again, an even record, coming off a challenging 2-game road stretch earlier in the week, and looking to bounce back here at home. We're going to turn things over here to our public address announcer to meet the officials and the starters for tonight. We'll take a break for the anthem, and then we'll be ready for first kick.
Number 14, Quinn Stewart. Number 15, Parker Short. Number 4, Patty Golden. Number 23, Daniel Reisman. Number 1, Diego Leon. Number 12, Joe Reed. Number 7, Ian Gretel. Number 20, Fabian Leon. Go Dowling! And now let's meet the stars for your Southeast program. Coached by Hidayat Isa, Joe Bell, and Matt Krell. Number 6, George Barney. Number 16, Jose Hernandez. Number 20, Gage Joden. Number 12, Joe Barbosa. Number 9, Kyler Foster. Number 13, Ike Henry. Number 17, Ethan Kiomala. Number 23, Antumana Sheriff. Number 11, Josh Wilson. Number 0, Mazen Arafa. And number 15, Hunter Chetapon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your headgear and face the flag at the north end of the track as we honor our nation with the playing of the national anthem.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Beautiful night for soccer here in Pleasant Hill. Southeast Polk taking on number 8 Dowling Catholic. Both teams huddling up and getting ready for what is going to be an exciting match under the lights here at Southeast Polk Stadium, already halfway through the regular season. Alongside our producer, cameraman, Mr. Do-It-All, Randy Nielsen here tonight in the booth. I'm Hunter Phillips. Delighted to have you with us here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Pair of matches in boys soccer taking place tonight. Valley and Waukee also facing off as well, a match that you can find as well on our platform on YouTube here on CISN.TV, but also a very fun match here. Southeast Polk, a team that has played some of their best soccer of the season here at home. Meanwhile, Dowling, coming off a frustrating loss earlier in the week, trying to bounce back here on the road. The Maroons are in their white road kits here tonight with maroon numerals and lettering and black trim. Meanwhile, Southeast Polk, they are in their gold home kits here tonight with white numerals and lettering, white trim, and also have the navy blue shorts as part of the kits. And Southeast Polk has the opening possession in this first half. They will be operating left to right here in our opening half of play. Dowling taking it away early from the Maroons. That was Gradell. Quinn Stewart forcing the first corner kick here early on in this first half. See if the Maroons can take advantage of an early set piece. Low boot from the corner. In some traffic. Now it gets backed up to the back line. It's Parker Stork. Joseph Reed, the top goal scorer, sends it up the middle. Cleared away initially by the Rams. That was Daniel Greismer. That gets deflected out by Kyler Foster. Throwing it in is Greismer, a junior for the Maroons. And Southeast Polk not giving the Maroons much real estate here in these throw-ins. Reed from the near side. And Mason Arafa, freshman goalkeeper tonight, getting the start. Makes the save and will boot it away. But a low result in a throw-in for the Maroons. Again, come into tonight's game with a 9-2 record. Team that had a lot of momentum going into this week as Reed gets by his man. But they're going to get a foul on the Maroons. Expect this to be an awfully physical match. Two teams that are certainly looking for a building block victory here tonight. Racing over for the throw-in is Kyler Foster. Starting 11 for the Rams, Arafa is getting the start in goal. Then you have George Barney, Kyler Foster, Josh Wilson, Joe Barboza, Ike Henry, Hunter Chanthapon, Jose Hernandez, Ethan Kiamala, Gage Joden, and Ansamana Sheriff, who scored a goal in the Rams' loss to Johnston earlier in the week. But now it'll be a goal kick for the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Getting the start at goal for Dowling tonight is junior goalkeeper Diego Leon. Leon has seen the majority of the duty at goalkeeper this season for the Maroons, as he will be back with it again. 78.8% save percentage this season for the junior. Has allowed 7 goals, made 26 saves coming into what is the 11th match, or 12th match rather, of the season for Dowling Catholic. Rams trying to apply pressure into their half. Southeast Polk looking to set the tone here early on, especially here at their home pitch. While goals have been hard to come by for this group, they're a team that just continues to play tough for the full 2 halves with plays like that. Josh Wilson sends it near side to Kyler Foster. It's broken up by Daniel Greismer, junior defender. Going to be fun to watch just the back and forth between 2 really solid midfields and back lines for both Southeast Polk and for Dowling. There is a member of the Southeast Polk team down on the turf. Officials are going to stop play for a medical timeout. Coming in for the Rams, looks like Nathaniel Slay. Senior will come in. That's Ansamana Sheriff, sophomore, who's able to get up on his 2 feet, helped off by their head coach. Ida Jedtika, the head coach for Southeast Polk, giving the thumbs up, making sure that his player got off the pitch safe and sound, and now we are back underway. Just over 5 minutes into this first half, just getting underway on this beautiful Friday night here in Pleasant Hill. Southeast Polk's 4th home match of the season. 3 of their 4 victories have come here at home. Other came on a neutral pitch out at ADM. Goal kick for the Rams, but just great effort there by Slay. Having the fresh legs and the hustle off the bench for the Rams. One of 6 seniors on this squad. Battle for the high ball. Reed with the box out and then able to draw contact. And now one of the captains for this Dowling squad, Parker Stork, is about to boot this one away, but we do have a stoppage. Looking over to Ansamana Sheriff, who is back on the bench. Looked like he just got some ice from the athletic training staff, icing his knee, ankle. Didn't quite see what he hurt there in that sequence, but good that he's back on the bench, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see him coming up later on in the night. So for the Maroons, this is a start of a 2-match road stand for this squad. will not get much easier. Next Tuesday, a match that we'll have for you right here on CISN.TV. The Maroons will take on one of the best teams in the state, the Waukee Warriors. Joseph Reed, watched closely by Josh Wilson. What a battle that'll be here tonight. Patty Sullivan, the senior, goes to fellow senior Parker Stork. What a duo that has been in the back line for Jackson Teeling over the years. So as Dowling tries to feel out Southeast Polk's formation, Rams will be back with a very nice crowd in attendance here tonight. Good number of Maroon in the stand. Fans making the drive from out west of Des Moines. And a good showing of Southeast Polk fans here tonight again. Given some very nice weather to be able to watch soccer here tonight. Final day here in the month of April. We'll cross into May tomorrow. Dowling trying to pinpoint their movement. Kyler Foster giving up his body here early on, not making things easy for this Dowling team, who again lost 4-1 against crosstown rival West Des Moines Valley, the number 5 team in the state. Game in which they gave up a season high in goals, allowed many set pieces for the Tigers to be able to take advantage of, and only mustered 6 shots in that one, so just a rare outing for Dowling, who had been one of the hottest teams in the state. Joe Barbosa, the junior, for Southeast Polk here on the near side of the pitch. Able to find Josh Wilson. Southeast Polk trying to create their own little set piece, but it does result in a goal kick for Diego Leon and for Dowling Catholic. Ball will stay with Dowling. A Dowling team that has scored 32 goals this season. We mentioned that differential in the pregame show, and that 6-match win streak, 17-3. A win streak that they had held since April 13th, but have outscored their opponents by a total of 24 goals this season. But as we've seen, a team that's very methodical. They look to get others involved. They do rank 5th. Dowling does in assists with 27. But quite not the result that they were looking for on Tuesday. It looks like a early substitution here for the Maroons. It's going to be John Harmon, senior forward, coming in for Quinn Stewart, who got the start. And there is the aforementioned Harmon. A little bit of frustration early for Harmon being held, and that will result in a free kick for the Maroons. On your screen is Ben Juergens, senior midfielder. Strongly sent over to the left post, but Arafa is there to meet up with it. So for Arafa, He's only allowed 1 goal this season, has made 9 saves, an impressive 90% save percentage. Sullivan clears it away for the Maroons. But a freshman goalkeeper put on the spot against a top 10 team here tonight. Reed looking to thread the needle. "13 minutes into our first half here at Southeast Polk Stadium. Maroons with the edge in possession. Gets knocked off the back of Josh Wilson of Southeast Polk. Back to throw it in is Greismer. There's Reed. And getting on top of it again is Arafa, his second save here in this opening half. Leone had to get it out with Slay in chase. Beautiful pass sent ahead for Harmon. But then that was well played by George Barney, the senior. Not allowing for Harmon to get comfortable. Long throw in from the near corner for Harmon. See who was last touched by. Will be a goal kick for Southeast Polk.
For Southeast Polk, number 10, Darlington Dolo.
Southeast Polk will have a substitution come in here. It's junior Darlington Dolo.
Good job, Kiomala.
Ethan Kiomala heading to the bench and getting a round of applause from the fans again here tonight, and also a nod from the public address announcer as well. The sun is still glimmering just a little bit here on the turf here at Southeast Polk Stadium as we're approaching the 8 o'clock hour. "15 minutes into this first half. Again, plenty of back and forth. The chess match early on. Southeast Polk still searching for their first shot here in this first half. Dowling unofficially with 3. Rams with a little bit of breathing room. Sullivan to the middle, to Harmon. No contact. No foul called with that contact. Dowling quick to work out of the throw-in. Reed has been aggressive early on, but cannot get past Darlington Dola, who just checked in moments ago. The back line for Dowling's been busy just trying to set things up. Trying to shift from one flank to the other. Mainly been playing here from the near side, but couldn't quite get anything going far side.
Southeast Polk throwing.
Rams to throw in from the far side. But it gets picked up by Fabian Leone. But now here's the Rams. Shot goes off of the foot of Diego Leone and over the goal, but that will result in a corner for the Rams. Boy, what burst of life that was for Southeast Polk. Darlington Dolo will handle the free kick here from the near corner with the left-footed boot. Knocked up in the air. Trying to head it in are the Rams. But Leon is able to scoop it up. So the Rams are able to register their first shot and get their first set piece here on the night. As we noted, this back line and midfield for the Rams has been really solid this year. Team that has not given up many goals. Initially with it was Boyle for the Maroons. Maroons trying to find something into their half. So we mentioned this two-match losing skid that Southeast Polk is on right now, but prior to that, 2 home wins. They were 1-0 wins as Reed comes storming in. Didn't quite have the footing that he wanted, but it does result in the second corner kick for the Maroons. Ben Juergens with the corner. Whipped initially by the Maroons. What a whistle on Southeast Polk. That's going to result in another very good opportunity here for the Maroons. It will be a free kick on top of the box for the top goal scorer for the Maroons, Joseph Reed. Rams trying to build a wall, make it difficult for Reed. The strike. That goes over the bar. Azamana Sheriff re-enters the match for Southeast Polk. A good sign there after getting banged up earlier here tonight. And then Enrico Sartori Fernandez, freshman forward, entering the match for the first time tonight for Dowling Catholic, who had 2 set pieces, almost within the range of a penalty kick, but couldn't quite capitalize. But the Maroons back with it, and they throw it in. Maroons have held the possession for a good chunk of this first half already. Near play for Sartori Fernandez. Now the Maroons will look to back to work in that back line. But we were mentioning prior to this 2-match losing skid for Southeast Polk, they had won 2 matches in a row here at home against Ottumwa and against Des Moines North. Those were 1-0 victories. But the most goals given up by this team this year just on one occasion was in their match on Tuesday against number 10 Johnston. But again, was a 4-1 loss for the Rams. And quite a coincidence that for Dowling, they're coming off a match in which they gave up the most goals this season, and that was 4 goals against West Des Moines Valley. 2 teams that do not give up a whole lot. Here is Reed slicing and dicing, but gets tripped up by the Rams, standing their ground. Here's Dolo off the bench, navigating through this midfield of Dowling Catholic. Now Diego Leon will try to reset the table for the Maroons. 23 minutes already have gone by here in this opening half. Both teams with some opportunities, more so for Dowling Catholic. But make no mistake about it, the Rams have come in ready to play, have not made things easy for the Maroons here in the early going. Southeast Polk will be called for a foul. That was Barney. I believe they're going to get that on for the Rams. This will set up a free kick near side. And here's Ben Juergens. Juergens, a senior. Beautifully played by Arafa. Just punching it away with both hands. Boy, you got to be impressed with the young goalkeeper and the poise that he has been able to show here early on. Again, he's only given up one goal this season. Hasn't been the normal goalkeeper for the Rams. That's been junior Blaze Payton. The head coach, Tika of Southeast Polk, looking for a little bit of a change between the pipes, and it's paid dividends here early on. Strong boot ahead for Sheriff. It looks to be a budding star in this Southeast Polk program. And now the Maroons again just being very methodical, taking their time. Arafa not as strong of a kick as he would have liked as Reed gets bumped from behind. But Darlington Dolo at times has just been way too much, but a missed kick there by Joe Barbosa gives the Maroons a throw-in here in their half. Juergens pushes it to the center for Gretel. But then Dowling gives it up. And now here come the Rams all of a sudden. Nice ball through for Josh Wilson. But then Dowling's back line is able to thwart any kind of a run. Dolo for the Rams, nifty footwork. Shot with the left foot. And just wide.
Shot by Darlington Dolo, saved by the keeper.
Second save for Leone here in this opening half, and for Southeast Polk, their second shot here in the opening half. Subs coming in for both teams now. Theo Somiat. Senior will come in for Southeast Polk, and Luke Powell, senior midfielder, in for the Maroons. Both coaches willing to go to their bench, getting some fresh legs in what's been a back and forth start to this match here on this Friday night from Pleasant Hill. So as Southeast Polk continues to battle against Dowling. Prior to that loss to Valley earlier this week, what a run for this Maroon team, who held a 6-match win streak from April 13th up until the 27th here of this month. Reed a large part of that. Late whistle, Reed is able to draw. But during that stretch, Dowling picking up wins against Marshalltown and Des Moines East, and then at the Valley Tournament at Valley Stadium against two programs out in the western portion of the state, Council Bluffs, Lincoln, and Sioux City North. And then wins against Lincoln, and then Mason City up in northern Iowa. And from Gretel. Rams are able to clear it away. A little miscommunication initially between Sullivan and Leone, but Leone is able to send it away. Dowling Catholic going back to their season opener on April 3rd. Played 2 matches that day as part of the Prairie Tournament in Cedar Rapids. Won their first 3 matches of the year before falling at Ankeny, as the Rams are awarded a free kick. Ankeny, a common opponent for both Dowling and for Southeast Polk, and both of these squads fell to Ankeny. Strongly pushed forward by Chanthapon. Leone quick to throw it out, just knowing that Dowling can get going early. Try to get the numbers in their favor. Under 11 and a half minutes to play here in our first half from Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill. 0-0 our score. But the Rams have been able to hold pat on a Dowling team that does have many capable goal scorers and had some opportunities with some set pieces earlier on in the half.
Free kick for Dowling.
So following the foul, a free kick from the 35-yard line for Dowling. So a high boot. Arafa came out to knock it away again.
Offside called on that free kick.
And it is an offside on Dowling.
Southeast Polk.
So Southeast Polk back to work here. The Rams play in the CIML Iowa Division. What a loaded division that is. Again, Waukee sitting at the top. Waukee undefeated in the state going into tonight's match with Valley, who's also part of the CIML Iowa Division. Rams sitting at number 3 in those standings, 1 and 2 in conference play. Headed by Barney. Now he goes to Josh Wilson, the top goal scorer for the Rams. Leone punched it up in the air, and a member of the Rams team is slow to get up.
Substitution for Southeast
I think that was Ansamana Sheriff, who again was just trying to hustle in and make things difficult for Leone. Nathaniel Slade back in for Southeast Polk. And for Dowling, Quinn Stewart, who got the start tonight, re-enters the match for Sotari Fernandez.
Number 14, Quinn Stewart.
And Ansamana Sheriff is the one that checks out for Southeast Polk. Here is Slay for the Rams. Pushes it back to Barboza. Hooked in a little bit. Bolt Leone is there.
Free kick for Dowling.
Maroon shifting field, trying to pick apart this Rams team that, again, is not given much up here early on, as expected. For the Rams, it looks like Ike Henry, who did get the start, scored 2 goals on the season for the Rams. He comes in for Samyat. Joseph Reed will get a breather for the Maroons, as well as Ian Gretel. Nathan Liu, one of a pair of subs coming in for the Maroons off the bench. That was Henry initially with it for the Rams. Gets pushed back to Fabian Leon. Strongly sent forward by Parker Stork. But now Mason Arafa plays it for Southeast Polk out of the goal. But Dowling has been quick to just regain that possession off of free kicks, off of goal kicks. Another free kick awarded to the Maroons. Unofficially 4 shots registered by Dowling here in this opening half, 2 for Southeast Polk. Dowling has had 3 corner kicks to work off of. The Rams with 1. Nathaniel Slay looking to maneuver his way past Carson Boyle.
Free kick for Southeast Polk.
So a free kick from midfield for Chanthopon. Nice header there that was flicked that had a chance, but Leon is there. Approaching 5 minutes left to play here in this first half. Both of these squads have had some chances, but they've really been few and far between. Been gridlocked here early on. Just waiting for a play or two for one of these teams to break through. Nathan Luce, senior midfielder, called for the foul on Dowling. So Chanthopon back with it for the Rams. Chanthopon, a member of the Southeast Polk football team that finished runner-up at the state tournament.
Goal kick.
Boy, just a strong kick, and you can see why. Brad Solanovich, the head coach for the football team, loves the leg of Chanthopon. Racing forward was Stewart for the Maroons. Dolo heads the throw-in. Southeast Polk just gradually applying more pressure onto that back line, just knowing that they have done the majority of the control here in this first half. You see the Rams just being a little bit more aggressive, trying to force Dowling to force their hand, and here's Dolo. What a spark he has been off the bench for Coach Tika. And now the Maroons on the move. It's Boyle. Out far side. But then nicely played by Barbosa of the Maroons. A good look for Boyle. And that one just barely went past the bar. A really close play for Arafa. Fifth shot for the Maroons. And now again it's been Boyle. All of a sudden picking it up for Dowling Catholic.
Throw in for the Maroons.
But now forced back into their defensive third. And that's where they've been trying to look to set things up for the majority of this opening half here tonight. And you've seen, like we're seeing now, Southeast Polk just trying to force maybe an errant pass, an errant ball by the Maroons, who for the most part tonight have done a good job of taking care of the possession. That was Harmon. Now back with it is Juergens. Liu with the right. But no one was in position for Dowling. Less than 90 seconds to play here in this opening half. A gridlock at 0-0. Both teams just playing extremely hard. A lot of grit that we've seen. Drew Dunlap. Back to Patty Sullivan. And now Liu breaks it up. Getting back off his feet quickly is Quinn Stewart. Rams cleared initially. Slay can't get it past Harmon. Final 5 seconds to go here in this first half. Dowling will look to just hang on to it for the final set of seconds, and they will. And that will take us into halftime here at Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill. 0-0 at the break. Back and forth action between these two CIML rivals. It's been a lot of fun to watch. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll recap all of the action from the first half next here on CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. regardless of the times. Our team remains committed to you.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game, Shields.
And we have reached halftime here at Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill. 0-0 as our score here at the break between number 8 Dowling Catholic and Southeast Polk. Alongside our hardworking crew here on CISN.TV, I'm Hunter Phillips. And man, just what an exciting back and forth action of soccer we saw there in the first half. I know the scoreboard doesn't show it, but both of these teams just giving it their all. Very physical first half we saw between the Maroons and the Rams. The Maroons had a slight advantage in terms of set pieces and more scoring opportunities. Unofficially, 5 shots there for the Maroons there in that opening half, 2 for Southeast Polk. The Rams did have a corner kick opportunity, unable to take advantage of that. Meanwhile, for Dowling Catholic, they had 2 corner kicks. And should note that 2 out of the 5 unofficial shots thus far for Dowling came from their top goal scorer, Joseph Reed, who was aggressive. But you got to see Southeast Polk really start to put a lot of pressure on the back line of the Maroons, who are trying to establish really the angles and where they wanted to go through in the formation that the Rams were presenting there in that first half. But give a lot of credit not only to the Rams midfield and back line, but also want to give kudos to Mazen Arafa, freshman goalkeeper, who was able to make a litany of saves there in that first half, especially off of those set pieces, really showing a lot of poise out there. But then for the Maroons as well, like we've seen all season long, their midfield, their back line has been really strong, senior-laden, and really did not give Southeast Polk that many scoring chances there in the first half of play. Also wanted to note the JV game that took place before our varsity match, and that was a 1-0 victory for the Dowling JV team. Again, just about 15 minutes before our match started here, the varsity match, that match ended on the JV side. Another score that we want to give you as well, 8:04 left in the first half. Another match that you can find right here on CISN.TV. The number 1 team in the state, Waukee, up 2-0 on West Des Moines Valley, the number 5 team in the state. Again, we'll keep you posted on that score and others as we come across them. But right now, here at half at Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill, 0-0 is our score between the Maroons and the Rams. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half next here on CISN.TV.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. It's closeout time at Schottenkirk Chevrolet Waukee.
Get up to 17% of MSRP cash back on select new 21 models. Over 50 new Equinox and Traverse. Early lease termination program for Chevy owners, whether you bought your Chevy from us or not. Click, call, or stop in.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game, Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
And we are already underway for the second half here at Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill. Again, alongside our hardworking crew here on this beautiful Friday night from the eastern part of the Des Moines Metro, Hunter Phillips. Dowling Catholic with the initial touch here to begin the second half, but now the Rams back with it again. The Rams in their gold home kits here tonight with white numerals and lettering, white trim. A little bit of shade of navy blue on the front of those kits as well for the Rams. Meanwhile, for Dowling in their road all-white kits here tonight with maroon numerals and lettering and black trim. Maroons had the advantage in shots and set pieces, but not by much. This Rams team very feisty in the first half and looking to carry some momentum into this second half. Meanwhile, for Dowling, the frustrations really culminating from their match on Tuesday night against West Des Moines Valley. Trying to shake that off and look to get something going here early. Been a fun battle here early on. Parker Stork with a really nice free kick from midfield. May have had a chance, but the Rams, like we've seen, have had numbers in the right spots. Arafa with the goal kick for the Rams, who again enter their fourth home match of the season with an even 4-4 record. The Maroons, the number 8 team in the state, at 9-2. We highlighted at halftime that the number 1 team in the state, Waukee, leading West Des Moines Valley with just about 5 minutes left to play in the first half, 2-0. Leon sends it for Dowling Catholic. Pleasant Valley, who was the number 2 team in the state, fell last night in what was an upset against North Scott. Speaking of Pleasant Valley and Dowling, Dowling taking on the only undefeated team in girls soccer in Class 3A tonight out in Burlington and southeastern Iowa. So the Maroons and the Spartans, last update we got 0-0 the score for the Dowling girls soccer fans wanting to know that score. Maroons trying to shake off a loss, their girls, to Valley on Tuesday night at Valley Stadium. So the Rams throw it in from the far side. still with Southeast Polk. Rams trying to shake off a 2-match losing skid, falling to some very quality opponents. Ankeny and number 10 Johnston on the road. But a team that even when the results haven't been there, they've been a competitive team throughout the year. And have made one of the top 10 teams in the state work extra hard for opportunities tonight.
Free kick for Dowling.
So Ben Juergens setting up the free kick for the Maroons. One of our officials having a word, just clarifying the foul called. Juergens sends it, middle of the box, nearly headed in. And it should result in another corner, it looks like, here for Dowling. Quinn Stewart with a last-second effort will give the Maroons their third or fourth corner kick here on the night. So it's Juergens from the near side. Lofts it up. Line drive. Almost too strong as it blew by not only Joseph Reed, but also Carson Boyle. One of those where you're tied up 0-0. Just put a little something extra on it. And really the touch so important on those corner kicks. And Juergens has been a reliable person for those situations throughout his career. "45 minutes into the match. We're seeing Dowling put on the gas here early on. It's Reed. Flicks it up. Boy, set up nicely for Quinn Stewart, who just couldn't quite get his footing on it. Trying to collect that pass from Reed. And how about the play of Jose Hernandez in that midfield tonight? Been awfully impressive, awfully active between him and Joe Barbosa. They've made things very difficult for a very good Maroon squad here thus far. Rams were trying to play it for Sway just atop the box. Darlington Dolo making it tough on Reed as the Maroons change it into their half.
Throw for Dowling.
Greismer with the throw-in. Reed. Strong shot, but his third already here tonight. So we highlighted Joseph Reed at the top of our broadcast as one of the players to watch here tonight for Reed. 10 goals on the season. Only player on the pitch tonight that has scored double-digit goals this season. 22 points to lead the Maroons. Now when you add his total here tonight, 19 shots on the season for the junior Reed, who currently has it right now. Bodolo has just been a pest for Reed here tonight.
Free kick for the Maroons.
A hold from behind on Dolo. Gives a free kick for Juergens and Dowling. Dowling has had at least 4 of these opportunities with these free kicks here within a good vicinity for them to work with. And Dolo knocks it past the end line. That will result in a corner kick for the Maroons. Their third here in the second half. So it's Juergens, the senior, who has 4 assists this season. High from the corner. Knocked around a little bit in the middle, but Southeast Polk was in position. Here's Lou. Maybe thought Juergens was going to stay pat. Lou comes crashing in. But now it's Darlington Dolo for the Rams. Over to Ike Henry. Haven't called Henry's name a lot tonight. Credit Dowling for that, but Henry is certainly one to keep an eye on, a talented goal scorer. And they will get Dolo for another foul.
Free kick for Dowling.
And Dolo getting an explanation from our official. It's going to be a yellow card for Dolo. He must have had some choice words after that was called, some frustration. And now he will check out of the match, and looks like some words between him and Quinn Stewart. But Theo Somiat, who saw some action in the first half, comes back in. But a free kick from the far side for Parker Stork. Loaded up box. Anything can happen in these scenarios. So we're back underway. Stork. High in the air. Nearly knocked back by Boyle. Reed couldn't get it with the left foot. But he recollects it. Now it's him and Barney going one-on-one. And Barney knocks it out of play, so it'll be a throw-in for the Maroons. And a timeout for a member of the Rams to tie up the cleats. Little housekeeping taken care of for Josh Wilson. High throw-in far side. Nathaniel Slay doing his best to fend off the Maroons. Less than 30 minutes remaining in regulation. 0-0 our score. Rams trying with a counterattack. Maroons have been the gatekeepers of the possession for most of the night, and especially here to begin this second half. Here's Barney. Headed away by Stork. Juergens. Play it to Quinn Stewart. Quickly tossed in by Hernandez of Southeast Polk, a senior for this Rams team.
Substitution for Southeast Polk, number 23, Ansumana Sheriff.
As you heard our public address announcer there, Ansumana Sheriff. Been banged up a little bit here tonight, but man, he is explosive. When fresh off the bench, he is in. Sheriff did get the start tonight for the Rams.
Ram throw it.
Rams continue to hang on here with Hernandez patiently waiting to throw it into the mark. Hernandez's pass is picked off, but Hernandez is back with it. Or that was Sheriff, rather. Ike Henry looking for a cross for Sumyat. Boy, very good work by the Rams. Great execution, but just a little too strong off the foot of Sheriff. Or Ike Henry, rather. Trying to hook up with Somyat for the header. Rams have had their moments here tonight.
Free kick for the Rams.
Maroons called for the foul. Chanthafon there was in position for Southeast Polk. There's just great awareness. Strong left footer. Reed waits up to collect it, puts on the gas. Gets shoved away. Tough tackle. And then Reed is able to draw a foul. Boy, even when he is not scoring again, he is just so active. And now we have a yellow card. And that is going to go up against Joe Barbosa. So Barbosa will exit for Southeast Polk.
In the game for Southeast Polk, number 17, Ethan Kiomala.
Ethan Kiomala got the start. And now will come in defense for Dowling. Looking to take advantage of what, again, is a good look here on this free kick. Two yellow cards now assessed to Southeast Polk. All coming here in the second half. Again, it's been awfully physical here tonight. Ben Juergens. Off the bar, off the leg of Arafa. Arafa credited with the save. Again, it didn't sound like it hit the bar. It's just a big thud against the freshman goalkeeper, and man, how solid he has been tonight. Tremendous saves and really some high-pressure situations. Rams trying to flip it into their half. Ike Henry couldn't quite collect the pass. Hernandez backs it away. Player down for the Rams.
Free kick for Southeast Polk. Being taken by Hunter.
Chantham with the free kick has shown his strong leg, especially those line drive kicks. One went right to Boyle of Dowling. Reed was trying to cut it through the middle. Just relentless as Joseph Reed. Now it's Juergens as Dowling is on the move. Arafa gets met up by Quinn Stewart. And I think they're going to get Stewart for the foul. Just a little too much contact there when he was. But once again, great awareness by Arafa, just knowing that coming at a full head of steam was senior midfielder Quinn.
Goal kick. Goal kick.
So before Dowling gets to their goal kick, John Harmon. re-enters the match. And Juergens will get a breather. Harmon played significant minutes. Has played in 10 of the 12 matches this season for Dowling. Players that have scored 3 or more goals this season. But goals have been hard to come by this week for this Maroon. The pressure on the back line of Dowling. Dowling steadfastly just trying to get rid of it. Foul on the pitch on Dowling.
Free kick for Southeast Polk.
And oh why again. The Rams have played some of their best soccer this season at home. Just something about the friendly confines of Southeast Polk Stadium. And they have shown up here tonight. Looking to be rewarded here soon for just their tough physical play tonight. Sending it is Wilson. Good looking free kick. But it went right to Diego Leon, who was in very good position there between the pipes. Leon with a strong send. Harmon with that height, able to head it. Dowling with a little bit of life. Quinn Stewart backs it to Nathan Liu. Quick touches between Stewart and Harmon.
Throw in for Dowling.
Throw in for the Maroons. Just amazing here tonight how quickly momentum seems to change. So we have 21 minutes to play in regulation. Off the throw-in. Play in front of the box.
Maroon throw in.
And Dowling will get another crack at it. Harmon with the heave. Does it get through? No, Arafa makes another incredible save. Boy, he was just able to snatch that on the ground oh so quickly. What tremendous stuff we have seen from the young goalkeeper here tonight, from both of these goalkeepers, but especially Arafa. Here's Ike Henry as the Rams all of a sudden are back with it in their scoring half. Again, the score may not show it, but this has been a fun back-and-forth battle. Gets tripped up by Chanthapon as the ball gets knocked into the stands. Looks like both teams will be sending in subs here. Chanthapon, I think, was given a yellow card. So coming back in for Southeast Polk is Joe Barbosa. Looking to come back in as well here is Nathaniel Slay, senior. But a free kick for Dowling Catholic. Parker Stork, senior defender. Where can he position this? Arafa has to come in. Ball was on the ground for a moment, but again, Arafa. Magnificent displays of veteran goalkeeping we've seen out of just, again, a young freshman. And it seems like after those tremendous saves, the Rams have a quick glimpse in their half. But the Maroons have been able to silence the Rams in those attempts. Barney there for Southeast Polk. Ball gets knocked out right in front of the Southeast Polk bench. It will belong to Dowling to come in for Dowling. And that will be Enrico Sartori Fernandez.
For Dowling, number 9, Enrico Sartori Fernandez.
Solmiat checks out for Southeast Polk, waiting to get the substitution. These two programs, of course, did not play last year due to the COVID pandemic, but this has been a series owned by the Maroons over the years. In the last 9 matchups, Dowling has won 8 of them, including 5 straight. The last win for 7, but they've been playing like a team that is looking for just a season-altering victory. Putting the pressure on a Maroon team that had a tough loss earlier this week, but a top 10 team with a lot of talent. Josh Wilson, sophomore who has 3 goals this season, puts it up, and Leone puts it into his mitts. And now the Maroons trying to get back into that form. Again, a team that earlier this season had won 6 straight matches as Wilson pushes it ahead. Ball still in front in the box, and it will be a penalty kick for the Rams. Boy, the pressure finally got to Dowling Catholic, rather. Coming in was Ansamana Sheriff. So here we go. Nathaniel Slay gets it in, and Southeast Polk strikes first. Nathaniel Slay, the senior, came in off the bench for a hobbled Ansamana Sheriff. What a presence he has had out there tonight. And the Rams able to break through with 16 minutes left to play in regulation. But what a play by Nathaniel Slay. Second goal of the season. And the Rams with an advantage here late in this second half. First penalty kick for the Rams this season, and they take advantage of it. So there's Slay again. Again, but Leone is there in position. It's off the bench, and the fans here with some nifty footwork.
Free kick by Josh Wilson.
What a wave of momentum for this Rams team. I think it all has to start with the play at goal of Arafa and how that allowed opportunities here in the scoring half for the Rams, and just applying that amount of pressure on as good as they've been in their back line. At some point it's going to break as Henry has it deflected, and the Maroons see how they respond. Frustrating night thus far for the Maroons, who have not been able to cash in on opportunities, but you know that they can bounce back, especially with number 12. Reed gets tripped up. Shot. Save by Arafa. Arafa, again, can't understate just how valuable he has been for Southeast Polk here tonight.
In the game for Southeast Polk, number 15, Hunter Stefan.
So consecutive throw-ins for the Rams. Slowly gaining field.
Corner kick for the Rams.
So that headed past the end line by Fabian Leon. Sets up a corner kick for Southeast Polk. And it's Ike Henry from the near corner. Rams up 1-0, maybe trying to build. But it goes right into the lap of Diego Leon. Less than 10.5 to play. Under the lights here at Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill. Rams breaking through off a penalty kick in the 64th minute from Nathaniel Slay. Has them up 1-0. Dowling has been able to draw up opportunities all night long. And they're hoping that at some point they can get something past freshman goalkeeper Mazina Rafa. Darlington Dolo gets it knocked away by Harmon. Maroons push to the far flank with Joseph Reed. Reed with 4 shots tonight. And then gets trampled far side. That will be a free kick for the Maroons. Objecting the call was Gage Joden, senior defender.
Taken by number 15, Parker Stork.
Parker Stork to free kick and potentially set up Dowling for an equalizing goal with less than 9 to play in regulation. Stork, line drive, initially off Southeast Polk. Rams with numbers far side and clear it away. Mishit off the foot of Drew Dunlap. Now the race is on. Nathaniel Slay coming in.
I think that he was faster.
And it's been amazing to watch Southeast Polk just change ends of the field so quickly. Really stimmy the Maroons for much of the night. Ben Jurgens re-enters the match for Dowling.
Number 10, Ben Jurgens.
Sartori Fernandez checks out for the Maroons.
Throw in for Dowling.
Time starting to run out on the Maroons. Dolo for Southeast Polk. Henry with the touch. Ball will stay with Dowling. They will have some more fresh legs coming in. Quinn Stewart. Stewart pressured early. And Samana Sheriff.
In the game for Dowling, number 14, Quinn Stewart.
Now Barney. Ike Henry with a shot. And a save by Leon. Quinn Stewart. there for Dowling Catholic. Harmon is there for the Maroons. And it will be a goal kick for the Rams. Well defended there to make sure that they were not the last ones to get it deflected off of them before it went past the end line. And now a member of the Rams team in the far corner. A little slow to get up. I believe that was number 16 on the jersey, Jose Hernandez, who has played for the entire portion of regulation here tonight. Good to see Hernandez get up. He has been a warrior here for Southeast Polk. Juergens with a strong header, but the Maroons did not have personnel ahead. Parker Stork opts to stay in the middle. Nowhere to go for Ian Gretel. 6 minutes to play in regulation. Southeast Polk searching for their marquee win thus far of the season. The Maroons trying to equalize things and avoid dropping their second straight game this week.
Throw in for Southeast Polk. Coming in for Southeast Polk, number 29, Nathaniel Slay.
Nathaniel Slay, who scored the goal for the Rams in the 64th minute. Back in.
Throw in for Dowling.
Dowling back in control for a moment, as Leon is able to collect it. Dangerous throw in as Darlington Dolo with great closing speed causes a little hiccup for the Maroons, who are back with it. Trying to push it to Harmon, but headed away by the Rams. For Dowling Catholic, again, things do not get any easier for this team. Next Tuesday, they will face the top-ranked team in the state, Waukee. As Southeast Polk on the breakaway couldn't quite connect. Game you will find right here on CISN.TV. Again, Dowling at Waukee. Then they will host Des Moines Roosevelt next Friday, a week from tonight at home. Part of a two-match homestand. They'll also face Urbandale on Tuesday, May 11th.
Dowling throw in.
Throw in for the Maroons. Tossed in front of the net. Went off the head of Harmon, who does have the height advantage. But Arafa was there. Certainly call him the MVP tonight. Numerous saves, all in big-time situations for the young goalkeeper. Meanwhile, for Southeast Polk, if they're able to hold on, what momentum this will send for this squad moving forward as Wilson draws the foul. Next Monday, May 3rd, the Rams will travel to Urbandale to take on the Jayhawks. And then we'll be back on the road a week from tonight, taking on Des Moines Lincoln, the Rail Splitters. And then on Tuesday, May 11th, they will host 5th-ranked West Des Moines Valley, who's had their hands full with number 1 Waukee tonight. Strong free kick from Wilson.
Diego, good job.
But Diego Leon, aside from that penalty kick, allowing that to go past from Nathaniel Slay, Leon has been stellar tonight for the Maroons. A little slow to get up for the Rams is George Barney.
He's okay. Give him a clap.
Must say, too, that the public address announcers here at Southeast Polk really make game night
Ladies and gentlemen,
here under the lights very entertaining. Getting the Southeast Polk fans engaged, knowing how big of a win this could potentially be for the Rams. But what it's all about, getting back here to the stadium to watch these guys compete, put in a lot of hard work after not being able to play last season and making the most of it here. And making the most of it, the Rams have certainly done that here throughout this 2021 campaign when playing here at their home pitch. But the Maroons are not going to go down quietly. Approaching 2 minutes to play in regulation. Those aren't the plays that the Maroons need, however. Here's Nathaniel Slay's shot off the hands of Leone. Boy, just a spark we saw from the Rams really midway through the second half, and it's carried on. Maroons slow to gather it, but need to get going. So we now approach 90 seconds left to play here in regulation. Throw in for the Maroons from the far corner. Tossed in. Headed in the air. Who's got a play on it?
Dowling throw it. Rams fans on your seats. 1 minute remaining.
Fans are on their feet. Rams fans are, knowing how close they are to what would be, again, a season-altering victory for this squad. Again, Dowling can't afford to be giving up this much position on the field. Leone way deep in position. Here's Ike Henry. Knocked out by Parker Stork. Actually, it's going to remain with Dowling. They throw it in. That goes past the end line. Dowling scrambling. Corner kick with the final set of seconds to go in regulation. How will it play out? Cleared out by Southeast Polk. And the Rams knock off number 8, Dowling Catholic, 1-0. What a performance by the home team on this Friday night. Southeast snaps a 2-game lead and defeats a very good Dowling team here tonight. Again, 1-0 is our final score. The Rams improve to a 5-4 record. Meanwhile, for Dowling, what a tough week for Jackson Teeling's squad. They've dropped now 2 straight here this week and fall to 9-3 on the season. What a match we had here tonight. A lot of drama towards the end, a lot of physicality, and just what you would expect between 2 CIML rivals. But the score broke through in the 64th minute when it was Nathaniel Slay coming through with a penalty kick that was awarded to the Rams and got it past Diego Leone, who played very well between the pipes for Dowling tonight. But speaking of excellent play between the pipes, Mason Arafa, freshman goalkeeper, clearly gave the momentum that the Rams needed, especially in the second half. And so for Southeast Polk, you see them with the quick hustle, a little extra energy after what was a phenomenal win for that team. Again, they win this one 1-0 over Dowling Catholic. So that will do it for us here tonight on this beautiful Friday night here from Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill. Alongside Randy Nielsen, who brought you all the pictures here tonight, our director. Great work from Randy. I'm Hunter Phillips, signing off once again here from Southeast Polk Stadium in Pleasant Hill, and you've been watching Iowa High School boys soccer on CISN.TV.